Hi, I'm Jericho from Palakape. Recently, we have launched our very first merch ever, which is the Palakape Bamboo SS Tumbler. It is a stainless steel container in a bamboo shell with a filter, which effectively, this is the filter, which effectively makes this whole assembly an infuser. Now think of putting tea leaves in it, but it wouldn't be strange to think that you can also use it to prepare your coffee. Now in this video, I would like to show you how to make use of this tumbler to prepare, or to quickly prepare actually, your coffee for the day. So it's actually a perfect companion for someone on the go. Now, I'm thinking of three methods to show you. One is simply soaking it, as in when you're preparing coffee using the French press. So you can see this is a metal filter, and the preparations are something that would allow for filtering coarse grind coffee. Now another method is to make use of it using the drip method. As you can see, it has a similar filter as in a fin for Vietnamese coffee. So that's another method I'm thinking. I haven't done that before. And then the third one is soaking it again but using cold water. So making cold brew using this tumbler. Okay, first method, which is very simple, soaking it as in a French press, or as in cupping. If you know what cupping is, it's basically tasting coffee. And how they do it is to just put hot water on the coffee without filtering, basically, and then letting it sit for about 8 to 10 minutes before starting to grade the coffee. Okay, so let's proceed with that first method. Okay, so first prepare your coffee beans and then your hot water. I don't have the hot water with me here. It's in the kitchen where I will heat it. Now if you're like me, or as recommended, you store the coffee beans as whole, not pre-ground, and you just grind it every time you prepare your coffee. Then you would need this extra step of grinding the coffee. I'm going to use a manual grinder because I like doing that. Now, I'm currently traveling, so I did bring some of the Palakape paraphernalia, like the weighing scale and the thermometer. But the thing is, if you always prepare your coffee manually, or if you always make your coffee, you should already have a visual or a memory of how much coffee you want, depending on the size of container or on the brewing method that you're going to use. Now this is the 450 ml model, and so that's about 2.5 cups, or about 15 ounces. So if we are to make use of the ratio of 10 grams of coffee to 150 ml of water, or 150 to 180 grams of water actually, then you would use about 25 to 30 grams of coffee for this. Based on my experience using this scoop, this is a scoop actually that comes from DeLonghi Dedica espresso machine, like a home espresso machine. So this is the scoop that comes with it. And so for this size of tumbler, I can use about 3 scoops of coffee. Wait, I'm gonna check if I set this to coarse grind or to coarse. Okay, it's not yet set for coarse grind, so I have to adjust it. Okay. Now let's grind the coffee. Actually, I'm going to start heating the water, so... Okay, so the water is just boiled, and I finished grinding the coffee. Now this is coarse grind. I think it's a bit too coarse, but it's okay. You can compensate with time. Okay. Tumbler and its filter. You put it here, like that. Okay. Pull it like that. So it has this handle where you can, you know, put out of the way and then pull up. So you can take it off the assembly. Okay, so you just dump the coffee basically inside your tumbler. And then you start pouring the hot water. So if you have watched some of the videos that we have uploaded in the past demonstrating how to brew coffee using different manual brewers, you would have noticed that we do this first. We sort of wet the coffee grounds first, or pre-infuse it before pouring the rest of the water. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, then wait for about 30 seconds to a minute. So if you're on the go, you can actually like time or sort of strategize your movements when you're preparing coffee. For example, putting the grinder back or putting your coffee or some other stuff out of the way. Now, I would consume about 30 seconds to a minute of your time, and then after doing that, you can pour the rest of the water. So that's about 30 seconds, maybe more, I think. And then I'm just gonna pour the rest of the water until I fill the tumbler. So just make sure you don't fill the tumbler up to here, you know, like give some space for the filter, like that. Okay, so it's locked in position. You can put this down so it's out of the way, and then close the tumbler and let it stand for about 8 to 10 minutes if you're not gonna stir it. So if you're on the go, for example, you just prepare it and then you continue with the rest of your routine, and then just grab this and take it with you in the car or wherever, and then you just drink it on the way if ever you're driving, or if your destination is not too far, then you can just drink it when you arrive there. If you think you're gonna consume it immediately, you can also stir it so that within about 5 minutes it's okay, or it's good to drink. One example, I had a very early appointment one time, and so it was the first time I actually tried using this to prepare my coffee. So that's what I did. After finishing breakfast, I prepared my coffee and then let it stand for while I do the rest of my morning routine, like wash and dress up quickly and everything. And then I drank coffee while I was driving, like, you know, during the stops, when there's a stop along the way, something. And that was the time when I thought, oh wow, it's actually pretty good. As long as your coffee is good, then this one is good. So let's wait for about 3 more minutes. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so about 5 minutes has passed, and so let's taste the coffee. Okay, so I'm not gonna remove this filter. I'm gonna drink straight from this tumbler, because of course there are coffee grounds in it. Well, unless you want to munch on coffee grounds, well, you know, it's up to you, to each his own. Be careful though, because the drink might be too hot, but this is okay. The temperature is good. That's good. That's good. As you can see, it's very simple. You just dump your coffee in it, put hot water, and then you can drink it afterwards. So that is one way of preparing coffee using this Palakape Bamboo SS Tumbler. Will you get one? We have a few stocks left actually, and if you want to purchase, just visit our website palakape.com/merch and look for Contain It, palakape.com/merch/contain it, and you can see the bamboo tumbler in the page. You can purchase through the website, pay using PayPal or through the PayPal button, or if you can't do that, just send us a message directly to our social media accounts or to our email address, and we can arrange for your payment and for the delivery. So I hope you grab your piece. This is a limited piece from Palakape, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow.